Audia WCCS 101.1 FM AM 1160. Glad that you're with us here today. I just need to do one thing in my little computer here. And there I have done that. And here we go. I want to talk about a very serious topic with two very nice ladies who have come in to visit with us this morning, Audia Boyles and Whitney Carmichael with us this morning. The Alice Paul House, very much concerned, as everybody else should be, with domestic violence, and Domestic Violence Month is here. Ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you with us. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm, the Best of Indiana County Contest. Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Of course, Alice Paul House has been in the news a lot because of your new facility that we've been talking about for so long, and inch by inch it all gets done, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It takes a community in order to provide the services that we do, and my exceptional staff that is all trauma-based in their work and empowerment. We've been very fortunate to be able to open up a new facility for our survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, serious crime, and juvenile offenders. With this new facility, we provide an environment that brings in light and hope, and we've been very blessed by all the support through the community, and we're happy to be here today. It's been a while, and so we do want to talk about a little bit of our services and our activities in the month of October and November.
And it's nice not to have to talk about the roof caving.
There is no roof left in the facility. After 42 years, it just could no longer withstand the elements.
Yeah, well, it's nice that we can talk about more positive things, and certainly, we get to this month of the year when we focus upon domestic violence. But as you and Whitney know, this is not a 1 month October type of thing. This is all the time. You have to deal with this, and it's 24 hours a day.
It is. We provide our services 24 hours a day. Our crisis hotline is always manned by a trained staff or volunteer member. We're here to help anyone in need that is a victim or has been victimized. And we ask you to please call us if you have any need to talk to a trained advocate. The number is 724-349-4444.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about some of the activities that are going on for this Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Whitney, of course, you are very much involved in all of this as well.
Yeah, so we are having a domestic violence awareness event next Friday, October 21st, in front of the courthouse. And the goal of this event is just to bring everyone together in the community and really raise awareness around domestic violence that not only occurs in our community but across the nation. So we will be having that event, and it'll be held at 11:30 next Friday, October 21st.
Yeah. We have the classic picture of the battered wife, the abused children in our minds, and as awful as that is, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. That's just one form of abuse that must be dealt with, and that Alice Paul steps up for.
You're correct, Todd. We have a visual of what domestic violence is. However, sometimes we fail to see that domestic violence can be not only physical abuse, but mental, emotional, and financial. And those, from what we hear from our survivors, can be even more heartbreaking than the physical abuse. I'm sure everyone has heard that, a survivor may say that I would rather have a bruise or watch that heal than go through a daily emotional abuse. And so we have to be thoughtful that domestic violence affects everyone in every walk of our community. It's not just, the standard visual that we used to have through, battered women and the initial thought processes of the movement. We see domestic violence with control issues with all levels, male, female, sexual orientation is not left off the plate, as well as, the aged. So please be aware, pay close attention to your loved ones, your friends and family, and notice if anything seems to be consistently stressful or a change in their emotional being.
Let's talk a little bit about what Alice Paul House does specifically to help people who are caught with that in that sort of someone is abused and needs help, that's where Alice Small House steps in.
Well, as I said, we have an array of trauma-based services, and we provide those services, whether it be counseling advocacy, legal or medical advocacy, and I'm not talking about legal representation. I'm talking about guidance through the criminal and civil justice systems, as well as the juvenile justice system, support for protection from abuse orders, crime victims compensation. We also have a vast educational program. We're in all of the schools in Indiana County, providing prevention, education, and awareness programs. We also provide safe emergency short-term sheltering for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault, as well as Title 18 crimes. So we've been around, as I said, 42 years, and our services are vast. We also provide support at any hour of the day or night, whether it be through our crisis hotline or in-person advocacy and accompaniment.
Whitney, you mentioned the event coming up this week and bringing awareness to domestic violence. For those who are not caught with domestic violence in their life and are not involved directly in it, we can step in and we can help as well by looking for the signs and by simply raising a voice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think one of the big things through our education programs is we teach bystander intervention, that just because you're not the victim and you're not experiencing it doesn't mean that you can't step in and help your family member or a friend. So anyone can step up and help with domestic violence. You don't just have to be a victim. And that's something we also talk about. Anyone can call us if people have questions or they think that they're seeing it and they don't know how to refer their friends to us. Please pick up the phone and call us, and our trained advocates are able to provide that information so that they can help those individuals.
Schools become a big part of that because that's frequently one of the only points of contact that a child might have with the outside world beyond their family home where the abuse is taking place. And so teachers, counselors, and I don't know if classmates are a part of that or not, but anybody can notice the signs, and we're not asking people to put a stop to things of that nature. Just make sure that the people who can put a stop to things of that nature know about it and that they can step in because they're the pros.
Absolutely, Todd. And the other thing that's very important is that any interactions with my staff are 100% confidential. Our survivors own their information, we do not. And that's one of the uniqueness pieces to what we do, because we are covered under state statute in order to maintain confidentiality for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We also provide services for, as I said, victims of other crimes. So we can help individuals who are interacting with the criminal justice system, whether it's on the magisterial level or in our courts. So please remember that and give us a call if you need even just guidance or referrals.
And that's a 24/7 thing, that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We mentioned the event coming up at the courthouse. Are there other events planned?
We did just hold our first Healthy Futures Fair in Homer City on October 6th, and we will be holding another one at the Marion Center Presbyterian Church on November 16th. And at these Healthy Future Fairs, we are providing an array of providers that will come out. We have dental providers that will do on-site dental checks. We will be providing free COVID vaccines, flu vaccines, and shingles vaccines. We have some holistic type of interactions there. So we encourage everybody to please come out to Marion Center on November 16th from 10 to 2. There's also health items that we will be giving away, things such as blood pressure cuffs, pill containers, a whole lot of important pieces to have in your health cabinet at home. We've been through a long 2.5 years, going into 3 with the pandemic, and this is our way of being able not only to support our survivors, but also to engage the community in health and wellness.
I want to get back to the new facility and the things that you're able to do there that you could not do at the old Alice Small House facility, because now you have the ability to actually open up classrooms for folks, and the various other services that you can do there that they're an expansion, yes, but they're vitally needed as well.
Well, I don't think our services have changed that much. It's the environment our services are now provided in. As I said, our former facility is 42 years old this year almost, and the new facility provides a light, natural light coming into all of the office space where most of the advocacy occurs. We do have the ability to do group interactions at our facility, and our residential areas are very comfortable and embracing, so that our residents do not feel displaced, nor do they feel like they're really kind of in a bubble. And so we've been provided with the ability to improve the environment and to lead them with not only a path of light, but a better feeling of independence. We have improved on the ability to have more evidence-based educational programming, and our staff now are able to manage our clients through scheduling when they, as per their needs, not so much ours, because we've also increased our staff a slight bit.
Yeah. All right, so the Alice Small House continues to do vital work. This is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. But ladies, anything else we need to make folks aware of?
Just please reach out to us if you would like more information or have a need for our services. Again, our phone number is 724-349-4444.
Hey, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160, 3 before the hour.
Meat, cheese, and
That was a nice one today.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. You take care, and if you need anything, give us a yell too.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Experts recommend several hard cheeses and some mild cheeses like Colby or Havarti are great to pair with more flavorful options like cheddar or Parmesan. Round it out with something a little intense like brie or blue cheese. It's sure to be a hit at your next gathering. Brought to you by the Allied Milk Producers.